we're talking about what makes what we do not your typical credit credit scoring, credit building scam. Simple. Doing things the right way is cheaper and faster and more productive than trying to buy a shortcut. What is buying a shortcut? Okay. There are tons of things on the internet machine. Debit cards that act like a credit card that report to the credit bureaus, report your rent, report back rent. That's a joke. Report back rent. Switch to our online bank and get our. There's one credit card that says it'll improve your score 30% when you get it. Technically true if. So here is the forward slash. If you don't already have a credit card. If you get that card, and if you have a credit card, and if your score jumps 30 points, it ain't the mortgage score. The score that jumps 30 points is going to be the score that you can see for free or the one that changes every day. They'll give you a score that changes every day, which is designed to confuse you. Why? Because the confused are easily misled. These junk scores that rise and fall like a flag on a flagpole are designed to confuse you, frustrate you, and create panic. Why? So that you will spend more money than you need to. So back to the shortcut. So you've got these accounts that are leading you away from the right way, which today, if you get a hold of us today, within 3 hours, you can have 3 pieces of score building credit, and you will pay $1.06 per month in interest. So there's a credit card out there that's a debit card that acts like a credit card, which I don't even want to. That makes my head hurt. Which one is it? It can't be both. But they're selling it that way, and so all they have to do is imply. But this debit card that acts like a credit card and reports to the credit costs $9.95 a month. $9.95 a month for one person, when $1.06 per month will give you 3 pieces of score building credit that will actually move your mortgage score up. The math ain't right. You know, what they're telling you, number one, is probably not true, and it is definitely way too expensive. Okay? Credit and credit scoring are computer generated. It's a software program. It's nobody's opinion. It's not subjective. Find out what the rules are and follow them. What are the credit rules? I challenge you, anyone, to tell me what the credit rules are. You can't, because you don't know. You don't know because they won't tell you. Why? Because the confused are easily misled. It's so much easier to rob you with a pencil if you have no clue. Most of these people that fall for this shortcut stuff will actually go on and give these companies good reviews. It'll be a year before they find out that they were duped. Not cool. So just be careful what you do. There are so many traps out there designed to confuse you and to pick your pocket. All credit score algorithms are about an oddly specific set of rules, because algorithms assign weight to data. Okay, so nobody knows. The mortgage scores are a double blind developed by the Fair Isaac Corporation. A double blind means nobody knows exactly what makes your score go up and down. We don't know exactly. We don't know specifically. We know generally. So these other scores have come along, designed to sell you things that you don't really need. Like there are credit monitoring companies out there that are wanting you to go into these web-based banks. You'll deposit your whole check. Now they've really got you by the because you have no choice. You have no advocates in your community. If you will bank at a local community bank, not any of the big banks, no bank that's been bought out or has bought anybody out in the last 4 years should you bank at. This should be a bank with a handful of branches, or credit unions. Credit unions, you're a shareholder, but not the same as a bank. The main thing is credit unions don't pay tax. It's like a nonprofit. So they're not giving you loans that are trying to make you fail, because creditors know how many people are going to fail when they make a loan. Every credit score has a default rate. So, and creditors need people to fail so that they can offset the taxes they pay. So they'll give you a credit card and it's predatory, and they throw banana peels under your feet. And if you can make it through to a higher score without them taking you down, good on you. But it's designed to make enough people fail. When a $250 credit card turns into a $2,500 profit and loss write-off, they win. Anybody that owns their own business and does self-employed taxes loves a good write-off that doesn't cost them any money or much money. So if you have a $2,500 write-off that you have a maximum of $250 in, because once you get late, then you're over the limit. Once you're late enough, and then you're over the limit, then you're late and over the limit every month. And then they start piling on fees. You ever wonder why these companies can track you down? Because every time you go to the dentist, the doctor, get a library card, take your dog to the vet, you sign something that says they can track you down like an egg-sucking dog for the rest of your life if you owe them money. You might have insurance. Insurance doesn't pay all of it. They're going to throw a collection on you on your credit report. You're not going to know about it. And or if you don't pay a large bill, like you had surgery or something, they're going to skip trace you, which means pull your credit and find out if you have enough, if you're judgment proof or not. Judgment proof means your credit's trash. You have no good credit. You're only charge off in collections. They're not going to invest the money that it takes to get a judgment on you so they can eventually garnish your wages and levy your bank account. But if you have a car loan that you took out in 2019 and it was $40,000 purchase and now you have a $25,000 balance, you're going to court. They're going to get a judgment against you. And how? You signed for it. You just don't know. Like the $30, if your payment's due on the 27th and you pay on the 28th, they'll hit you for $30. They can't do that. Yeah, they can. You signed for it. You just don't know it. Turn that credit card application over on the back side, and that's where all the fine print gets finer, and how they allow you to do this. But anyway, don't buy shortcuts you don't need. Create relationships with your local community banks and credit unions. They can keep a molehill from turning into a mountain because you've banked with them. The relationship you create is not you buying them cupcakes on their birthday. The relationship you create is your paycheck being deposited regularly, that your savings, even ever so slight, is growing. Like, you're not bouncing checks. You're being a good bank customer. You're not creating the nightmare. And then you can walk in and whoever pulls your account up can see that you've been trying over a period of time, and they're going to go, well, your credit scores aren't quite there, but I'm going to go ahead and do this anyway. That's the answer you're looking for. Those web-based banks can't and won't do that. What they will do is they will imply that they will do that. And there's a big difference between implication and action. So be careful. Don't buy shortcuts. You don't need them. Do it the right way. We can do everything that needs to be done with you to put you on a path to 800, whether you're at 420, 520, 620, or 720, and we can do it all in less than 3 business days. Shortcuts aren't necessary.